Hi guys, I am here with a book haul of like, I don't know, 10 books and we're gonna be unboxing this big book outlet box. And I have been waiting so long to open this for you guys. But first I'm gonna do the books that are not, I'm just gonna do these books because I've been meaning to for a while. And yeah, so I've got like a couple, like 2 review books that I don't really know anything about, sorry. I've got 4 books that were like early birthday gifts, and then I have 2 books that were sent from you guys, and that is just like the sweetest thing in the world because that's never happened before, and it was just really nice. So thank you, and I'm sorry it's taken so long to show, but the first book is The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Rae Carson. I have seen this book everywhere. I've been wanting to read it forever and just haven't. And so Kelly Robertson actually sent this to me. She's from Kelly's Book Spill, and she is just seems so sweet, and she just basically said that I was, you know, kind of one of the reasons like why she started her own channel. So if you want to check out her channel, I will link it below, and she just seems like a really great person. So thank you so much for sending this to me. If you guys have read this book, let me know your thoughts because I've heard really good things. I think it has a really good rating on GOODREADS. I love fantasy, which this is fantasy, right? Yeah. Oh, Veronica Roth wrote a quote, little thing. That's cool, random. Yeah, so I'm really excited. It's so pretty and so shiny. I can't wait. I've been waiting to put it on my shelf, but I wanted to haul it first. Thank you, Kelly. And the next book is The Unbound by Victoria Schwab. And I loved The Archived so much. And I rated The Archived 5 out of 5 stars, and I think I gave this one like 4.5 stars or something. But it's from Vienna, and her book likes account is It's a Books World, so definitely check out her if you would like to. She seemed super nice as well. Both these girls were just so nice. Thank you so much for sending these to me. I just love you guys. That was so sweet, and I've been wanting to own this, and it's like a really soft cover, and it's just so pretty, and now I can put it next to The Archived where it belongs, on the shelf. Get it? Get it? Put it on the shelf? Because The Archived. Get it? Oh, I'm so funny. Then I'm going to show you 2 books that I don't know what they're about, so that's fun. I have Gates of Thread and Stone by Lori M. Lee. Yep. No idea what this is about. So, I'm almost positive this is a fantasy, because that's like predominantly what I read. I'll put the GOODREADS link below, so if you want to check this out. But it either just came out, or it's about to come out. I don't know which one. There's a map in the beginning. That's always a good sign. That is always a good sign if there's a map. There's a cool chapter thing. That's always a good sign. You know what has like the coolest chapters is this book, and this is one of my favorite books of all time. So yeah, Throne of Glass. So go buy that. If it's got, this has a map too. If it's got a map and cool chapter things, it's gonna be a good book. Like all my favorite, because it's like fantasy books, and almost all fantasy books are amazing. So yes, that's my lesson for the day. Next, is this Belshar? I realized I didn't know how to say this right as I started this video, so I should have looked this up, but I got this little notebook and this book together. Cute little ribbon. Oh, it's by Meg Wolitzer. So this is not out yet. Obviously it's an ARC, it says right there, and yeller, but I've heard really good things. I posted this on Instagram, and immediately some of you were like, oh man, that book, I've heard such good things about it. Like, it's not too big, and some people were saying that they read it in like a day, and just like, oh, there's bookmarks. Oh, how cool. And this thing, oh, coming September 2014. So next month, look for it. So yeah, and then I know that this notebook is a big part of this book, and yeah, it's got that in it, and paper. So that's the notebook. Okay, so the next 4 books my mom and dad got me, and I was so excited. I went to Barnes & Noble. Actually, I was where Maureen and Jesse are, And I actually got to meet up with Maureen for a few minutes that day at the mall. That was really fun, even if it was just for a few minutes. And I went to their Barnes & Noble. Jesse and Maureen, you guys have the best Barnes & Noble ever. I loved it. It's so much nicer than the Barnes & Noble here in my town. Like, so much nicer. So anyways, I walk in and my mom like follows me around, and I'm not used to that, like where someone follows me in the bookstore. I'm usually like by myself, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Mom, this book, it's the best. Mom, this book is so good. And she's just like nodding and smiling, just being a good mom. She doesn't like read or anything. So she's like, yeah, so I was gonna just pick out, you know, like a book early for your birthday. By the way, this was back when she did this, it was in July. My birthday is September 9th. So I was like, okay, it's really early, but sure, I'm not ever going to turn down free books. And then I couldn't decide which book, because I'm like, oh my gosh, do I pick a book that I've read and it's like on my wish list because I loved it, but I don't own it and I want to see it on my shelf because I want to reread it, or a book that I just like heard really good things about, but I don't know, like what if it's bad? So all these thoughts are going through my head, and then I walk by a sign that says buy two, get one free. So I picked up The Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy. No, I've not read it, but I read Jenny Han for the first time this year. Loved her writing style. I read To All the Boys I Loved Before, and it's somewhere over here. It's right here. And this book was fantastic. I want to get the like real one because this is an ARC, and yeah, it says ARC. But anyways, Jenny Han's amazing. I also read Burn for Burn, and it wasn't as good as that book, but she also wrote it with someone else, so maybe I just need to read a book just by her. So I'm hoping to read these before the summer's over, but if I can't, we'll always have summer. No, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. There is a little story. I was really irritated because this was like on a display, the buy two, get one free. Two of these had big stickers, and the first one did not, this one. So I go up to the register with my mom, and they're like, okay, well, these two like count, but this one doesn't. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense because it's a trilogy and it was on the display, and why does that matter? Like, this is the first book. I'm not going to buy books 2 and 3 and not this one. She's like, well, you can buy this one, but it's going to be full price. But since you have the 2, you should do the deal and get one free. I was like, yeah, how about you make this one free? And so I argued with her, and my mom was like, oh, it's okay, just go get a different book, which I was like, no. Yeah, so I stand there, keep arguing, and the lady doesn't back down. Also, another reason why your guys' Barnes & Noble is amazing, the Starbucks there, it was like Harry Potter day, and she was walking around with these delicious Oreo shake something, or oh, it was so good. And she like sprinkled yellow and black on it for Hufflepuff, which I am in Hufflepuff, or like, you know what I mean. And I was so excited. I was like, gosh. So yeah, anyways, so the book that I picked out because the lady was stubborn and I was stubborn and I was like, fine, is Where Things Come Back by John Corey Whaley. The first time I ever saw this was on Jesse's channel, speaking of Jesse, and hey Jesse. And so yeah, this is the first time I ever saw it. I really liked the cover, and I think it was him or someone else that said it's almost better if you just don't know what it's about and you just go into it and you just find out for yourself, because I think the ending's a surprise, or I don't know. So I almost like looked it up and then I didn't. It's a contemporary and I've heard it's pretty good, it's pretty small, and so I'm just gonna go into it, yeah. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for my early birthday gifts. And my mom was like, oh yeah, what else? What other books do you want? Or do you want something else? I'm like, no, books are good. And I was like, but you already got me these, so you're good. And so she's like arguing with me. Moms. I just realized I've been talking a lot, and I still have this book outlet box to open. Okay, don't be mad, but I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna go ahead and split this up, so don't be mad. This is part 1, guys. Come back for part 2, and yeah, click now and it will take you to part 2 if it's already uploaded. If not, that's really awkward because there's nothing you can do but just sit here with me. Oh yeah. Okay, so part 2 is gonna be the unboxing. It's smashed, by the way. No. Book outlet, no. No. None of that. None of that. So, yeah. Yep. Have you guys clicked it yet? Have you clicked it? Click it now. Click it now. Do it now. Do it now. Okay, bye!